Shazam. I'm streaming a little early today because I have D&D tonight. Wouldn't be able to go after like 9 o'clock. And I didn't finish this game. So I'm gonna do that today. But first, here's just the shitty meme. You don't have to laugh at it. I don't know, I need an icebreaker. For those who don't know, the game where you run fastly and hit things. My favorite kind of game. We had a good 8 hours, like 14 hours since the last stream. Mine was great. I went to the dentist this morning and got a filling, so half of my mouth feels like pins and needles. Just like TV static inside my jaw. So that's fun. Really only have myself to blame, though. You know, I floss like 30 times a day, but brush shit about 0.5. Anyways, I gotta kill the yellow things. I can teleport to my boomerang or just return it. And if I die, I gotta restart the room. And now you're caught up. Thanks for the sub. Teeth to Checkno. Yeah, it's an early stream for me. I usually don't go until like 7 or 8 p.m. But again, I won't be able to stream later tonight. Depending on how long this game takes, I might try and beat Layer 4 of Ultrakill. Another fast boomer shooter I've been wanting to play. And I would play these anyways, even if I wasn't streaming. But I figured I haven't streamed in like a month. And I've uploaded twice. I've kind of earned streaming it, maybe talking for a bit. And hopefully not getting stuck on one room for 40 minutes today. I will say, I like this game. Like, on a recommendation basis, I think it's good. It's not super long from what I hear. Like, I'll probably beat it in the next hour and a half. For a total of like 3-4 hours. I can't remember how much it costs, but I mean, I enjoy it. Especially if they do more for it. I'm playing a druid in my D&D campaign. It's a half-orc named Wall. And we'll probably have a combat session today, so I'm going to have to get used to summoning dozens of boars again. Been a couple sessions since my last combat encounter. Technically, we would have had one last session, but one of my party members just like bluffed our way past these bandits who were trying to ambush us. I can't remember the name of the spell. There's a spell in D&D that it's like Fast Friends. We were getting ambushed by bandits on the road, and one of my party members just cast Fast Friends. And this whole group of bandits were just like, oh, we're best friends now. Fuck it, you can go by. You don't even have to pay the fee, the troll toll. They're trying to make us pay a troll toll to get through. I guess the power of friendship really does solve everything. My team isn't murder hobos, so we actually kind of try to like finesse our way through stuff. Thanks for the sub, Crave. And thank you. Yeah, I'm proud of the animation. I will say, having now made that one, the TF2 video, I have a lot more ideas on how I want to make the next kind of animation. I'm still deciding whether or not the next video will have it. I know what next video I want to make, but I don't know yet if animation will be a big element, or if maybe I'm just gonna make another video and then the one after that will be like animation based. Because I enjoy doing the animation stuff, but I don't know how much it might slow me down in the long term. But like, for example, in the last video, I had a lot of clips where I was just showing like images, right? Showing images of the update icons. I have a couple ideas of how like I could have sort of an overlaid animation on top of that. I tried that in a couple old Funk TVs, where it's just like the green screen scout in front of like the non-animated stuff. So next animated video, it should be a bit more like fleshed out, which I'm excited about because I love making stuff like that. How long did it take me? So I started right after the video before it, so about a week and a half, where I basically no-lifed the animation segments of it. And then maybe like 2 days to do the non-animation and sound effects and stuff. The funnest part for me is the, like, keyframing, the primary animation. Damn. I have fun doing the sound effects and the, like, clothing animation, but it's way more tedious. Like, coming up with the keyframes, the primary, poses, it's like a fun it's just a fun challenge for me. Everything else is more grunt work. Like, it has to be done if I want it to look good. And it's worth it. Which, by the way, if you ever want, like, a cheap trick to make your animation look, like, more complex, just have little sound effects for every clothing movement. And if your character has body parts that can move independently, like, you know, belts or hats, just do a little extra animation on those bits. And it can really sell the idea that this thing is in motion, even if the primary keyframes are like really basic. Which at some points in my video I kinda use that trick. It's a good time save, while still sort of like giving the impression of, you know, that more is happening than there really is. Have I seen Rivers Cuomo's TikTok? I saw he did one TikTok where he's just standing back and there's an overlay of text that says like good songs, bad songs, and when he plays, he moves depending on whether it's a good or bad song. But he just stayed under good song the whole time. I haven't made it, but I think a really great meme would be someone editing that. So he's standing under bad songs for every shitty Weezer song. There's a free meme. Better make it before I do. Other than that, I haven't seen what he made. They put on their Weezer YouTube channel, he was just singing all my favorite songs into the camera with no context. I thought it was interesting. Because it just ends with, I don't know what's wrong with me. Ooh. A single ooh. Not like, ooh, ooh. He just goes, ooh. And there's your Weezer discussion for the day. Like, he says ooh like he's at a restaurant and someone's trying to scoot past him, but they bump elbows and they're like, ooh. Okay, you can go. Gotta remember my scatter shot. This room is not as hard as I'm making it out to be. Funk, ever see something so bad it inspired you to make the same thing but better? I don't know if I want to answer that because I feel like a dick. Here's what I'll say. My first, like, TF2 commentary video, I made it because I saw someone else's TF2, like, satire commentary, and I thought, I can do better. Like, they totally butchered these jokes. And I thought, I can do better, so I made a TF2 commentary, and I think that's where the Platinum Spy video came from. And it, like, did weirdly well, and I said, okay, I'll make more of these. So my entire YouTube career is based off of trying to one-up a random creator. And in a way that makes me feel like a dick, but it worked out for me, so I can't complain. And it kind of worked out for them. It's not like they weren't seen for their content. By the way, is the audio level okay? It was a little loud last stream. I want to make sure you can like hear the music, but it's not drowning me out. Heal. Heal. I don't have to teleport every single throw, but it's just way more fun too. Oh, I got an achievement. Thanks, Pet Pack. Glad to see you, man. Mate. You know what I learned today? I was more or less the first VTuber to use like the anime model, right? But I got a response in my Twitter replies that really made me think. And it was a picture of a Germa video from 2014 where he uses like a model of Satan to play Five Nights at Freddy's, which sounds like a thing Germa would do. So in a way, he's kind of the first VTuber. And I responded to the reply, but Germa is pretty much the Simpsons of content creation. Like, anything you think is cool that you came up with or, like, you tried, there's just some obscure Germa clip of him doing it. And that's pretty much been my whole career. Like, damn, people are gonna love this. Oh, like, it's a Germa bit. At this point, I've just sort of accepted it. Like, it's a law of the universe. I can't even be mad about it. That said, I'm still the first, like, anime VTuber. Anime tuber. And I maintain sole credit for that. Until someone finds, like, a random 2013 clip of someone with 20 views. But until then, I'm keeping my crown. And now I will drop the subject. What's up, Madeline? These what? Oh, and thanks, Polyblaze. My least favorite Weezer song? I don't keep track. If I like a song, I remember it. I used to hate Hurley more, but I found out there's some good songs on it. Unspoken is a fucking banger. Hang On. Genuinely, like, A-tier Weezer. Super underrated song. I think there's another, but I'm blanking on the name. Just take your pick off the Black Album. I won't discriminate which. Whenever I question myself in my own content, where I'm like, is this really up to the standard? Is this me? And I get worried that maybe I'm like past my prime or I've lost my way. I just remember all of the mediocre Weezer albums in the fact they still managed to make, like, you know, OK Human and the White Album. If Weezer can come back from what they've done, I can come back from anything. And that's really what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis. Honestly, I would pick Too Many Thoughts in My Head. I hate that song. More like Too Many Notes in My Ears. That's good to hear. Pathetic Mike. I would have just called you Mike, but alright. I'm a little low health here. I'm a little ho. Alright. I'm on wave 7, so as long as I get through this, I might actually clear this room quickly. Ba-boom. Have I listened to the Alone albums Rivers released? Yeah, I've listened to all of them. That's how I found Sandwiches Time. That's how I named my stand. It's just Sandwiches Time. I couldn't, like, name much off Alone. It's just a demo album. But yeah, I know it. I gotta stop with the curse notification. But they're so effective. It's like those, if you don't reply to this post, your mom will die in her sleep. It's that kind of thing where people see it and they're like, fuck, now I have to respond. It's a really predatory way to get people to watch my stream, and I gotta say, it works. Listen, I maintain my pride in many things, so the least you can give me is clickbait. Clickbait notifications. Kill enough enemies to fill the meter under your shields. Control when ready. Oh yeah, also I have a ground pound I forgot about. If I get 3 mid-air kills. Need to remember to use that. Ooh. Yeah, no, Weezer's not bad. I don't feel like good might be a bit of a compliment, but I wouldn't talk about him so much if there wasn't something there, you know? Oh man, these rooms are getting so much bigger. I gotta give this game props. Like, at first I thought, alright, it's a little derivative. It's, you just run in net, clear rooms, DMC style, but like this level of movement, it's borderline flying, but it's not, and I like that. It's not just no clip. You gotta sort of project your movement. Movement shooters 4. Well, it would be the 3rd. I will say, the next video might... It's not gonna be movement shooters 3, but it's kind of essentially movement shooters 3. I'm wanting to talk about a bunch of the games I missed. I left out a lot of the single-player movement shooters, but I might kind of title it something else, because movement shooters is more about online games. The State of X, that's more online stuff. Cool FPS games. Oops. No, it'll probably just be like more movement shooters or something. We'll see. Right now, I'm thinking it might just be like 5 or 6 funk studies rolled up into one and called a single video. But right now I'm in like the footage collection phase. I haven't done any deep scripting yet. It'll probably be another like week and a half or 2 before I'm like near done with it. And that's optimistic. And now that I've said it, it'll probably take a month. But that's what I'm aiming for. I don't know if I'll be able to, like, do a video a week as much as I'd love to. But I do want to keep it under a month. Consistently. And again, I shouldn't say that because I'm just jinxing it. But that's where my head is right now. That's what I'm aiming for. Am I going to review any more shows? I want to, but I just haven't watched anything that I felt like breaks the mold. When I review TV shows, it's usually because I want to talk about something really different. Like, I've been watching TV shows, but they're just TV shows. They're nothing that, you know, do an interesting animation tactic or cinematography or just a really unique writing style. I've just been watching TV shows. Like anyone. And when I make videos, it's usually because it's like something I think more people deserve to see or think about. And I'm trying not to make reviews just for the sake of, well, I gotta put something out. That said, like, if I have an opinion about something, that won't stop me. I've done funk studies where, you know, like the Castlevania one, wasn't a crazy game, but I just had opinions on it. Which I want to make a funk study on the second Lords of Shadow, but I'm still, I don't want to sit down and play that game yet. It's gonna take like 30 hours, and it's, I don't know. That video will probably end up on the main, but then I gotta explain to people that I made the first one on the second channel, and I don't know how I'm gonna handle that, because I don't want to re-upload the first one to my main. I was thinking, like, maybe I could make a review on the second and then just put them together as one video for the main, or I could just leave it on Vtuber with the second on my main. And this is probably just gibberish at this point to a lot of you, but just deciding on my next few uploads, that's all. There's a Catboy Bommy? I don't even know what you're referring to. Is that a thing? Someone responded to my last tweet within like 5 seconds with a picture of Bommy in a maid outfit, which terrified me just because they had that ready. They didn't make that for the tweet. It was just there. Just say at the beginning, yeah, that's a plausible thing I might end up doing. It's just I know long term more people will see the first one if it's on the main. But I also don't want to upload it and make people think there's like new content if they've already seen it. Who knows, maybe I'll just like, no, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm live midday. This game will probably take an hour or so to finish. Depending on the time, I might start Ultrakill later. I'll probably have the time for it, but there's a sort of a cutoff where I have to get ready for my D&D later. I found that idea for a video about urban legends interesting. Will it come to fruition? You remember that? Yeah, I wanted to make a video about urban legends in Georgia. There's a lot of weird mythology in my state. I've thought about it. It's not like an immediate plan, but maybe once I put out another video or two. What I was thinking about is there's a lake called Lake Lanier in Georgia, and everyone jokes about it being haunted because every week there's a story about someone dying at that lake. Like, just regularly, boats go down and drown. Swimmers will just get stranded in the middle and drown. Like, dead bodies will be found in this lake. It's not jokes, it's real. People, like, die there. I thought maybe there's a video concept somewhere to just go to Lake Lanier and look for a dead body Logan Paul style. Or just talk about the mythology, I don't know. Or maybe that would be a part of the Urban Legends video. I can't remember. I think I lived by Lake Lanier for a few years. It's either that or another lake. I had like a family friend with a boat that I went on once or twice. Onto Lake Lanier. Didn't die, to my knowledge. But it's still interesting to see how often people die on that lake. Because there are other lakes in Georgia. It's not super dry, but no one dies nearly as much as on Lanier. I know a lot. Oh yeah, I know a lot about this lake. You don't need to know why. All I'm saying is it's true. A weird enemy. You gotta like dodge around their comedic sad cloud. He's like a really sad dinosaur. He's just thinking about his lost wife. Game is not multiplayer. It is singular. Alright, buddy. Cooler with the teleports. It's getting bigger. Feels like I'm playing Breath of the Wild. When I attack the weak spots of that thing. Funk, do you know about the Baby Bridge in Georgia? The Baby Bridge? No. I know about the haunted bridge that they'll steal Snickers off the back of your car if you leave like a candy bar on the back of it. But the Baby Bridge is news to me. Is it like a bridge made out of babies? Being a little too cautious about my teleports now. What does the red bar do? I don't actually know. It was a new addition. I think it's like a combo bar. But I keep taking damage. Am I gonna make a video on fighting games? I need to get good at them first. I wouldn't be able to say anything interesting. Again, just go watch a Leon Massey video. He knows his stuff. Kinda has the same inflection as me. Like deadpan, but sort of relaxed. Technically I did if you count the Guilty Gear Fighters video, but I wouldn't be able to give any, like, interesting insight. Like, if I made a video, I might talk about interesting movesets or character designs, but I just don't play enough fighting games to really bring an interesting list. I feel like that's just a job for someone else. I gotta know my own strengths. And it's not really with fighting games. Video about Nintendo being Nintendo. There's kind of a lot of those already, though. I don't mind making the Nintendo kind of videos, but I make a point to try and not make stuff that I feel like is already well covered or thoroughly covered. Like, people make videos about game genres, about movement games and MOBAs, but no one really compiles them all into one video. But there's a lot of sort of Nintendo bad videos out there. I saw like a Yakko video the other day where he just talks about how Nintendo DMCAs anyone that uses their music just because of their antiquated copyright policy. So I don't know like what I could add to the conversation. Nintendo bad. Catch a butterfly in a mason jar. What if I just made a video praising Valve? Just out of context, out of nowhere. Just like, Valve has earned my respect again. And don't even give a good reason. Just like, Valve. 0 to hero to 0 to hero again. The cycle continues. I feel like people would not take well to that. Because, like, what has Valve done? Outside of, I guess, Alex. Recently. The move to Source 2 for Dota was really a big step for all of us. And the promises of Source 2 for CSGO equally shows that they're trying. And all those VR demos that never got turned into anything shows you that they're really practicing. And they're trying to make something new. It's tricky to shoot while you're falling, because the damage floor is like way higher than it looks like. Did I hear about Gmod 2? Yeah, I have. I can't remember the name of it. Isn't it Sandbox, but with an ampersand? It's an ampersand box. Yeah, they're making a Gmod 2. And I've seen a bit of footage. They have weird weenie heads for the model. Not like Gmod where it's just like Source Half-Life civilians. They're doing an art style for it. I mean, I like Gmod. I think it sort of warrants its own game for Source 2. But it's not like anything interesting's been shown. Just more Gmod, right? I'm curious if it would be good for, like, making a game. Because I have ideas for FPS games that would really... that I would want to have that Source engine feeling, but making a Source Engine game from scratch is really hard. I don't know if maybe something like Sandbox might eventually be a good baseline to build off of. I don't know how many tools it might have, or if it'll just be for modding. Also, I'm not really skilled enough to make a game even through modding, but gotta start somewhere. Just depends on the flexibility. If they make the most out of Source 2, I think it'll be cool. Fuck. There's like a real tempo to changing your momentum while shooting. Like, I have to hit its head, but I'm falling towards it, so I need to hit it while I'm bouncing upwards. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep restarting this room. I guess I could just use my E more. I didn't think about that for the big one. Thanks, Waylon. Yeah, I was proud of the last video. Definitely like a top one for me. I don't know if it's my favorite yet, but that might just be because the subject is a little sore. Wasn't as sort of just fun and goofy. But it's one of the ones I'm the most proud of. Thank you. Hope to make more like it. Nah, I never played Tarkov. I don't get along super well with slow tactical shooters. Tarkov kind of seemed like one of those resource or inventory management kind of shooters. Not to say it wouldn't be fun, but like if I'm gonna play that kind of game, I'm gonna play Rust. Someone would have to really sell me on Tarkov to try it. Oof. Honestly, I haven't tried landing on its back. It might just be a really obvious strategy. No, I haven't played Guilty Gear Strive yet. I need to get committed to play a fighting game, and I'm just not ready for commitment, you know? Also, I'm just worried that it's been out long enough, I'm gonna get cremated if I try to play online, because that's what happened with Fighters. Waited a week or two, got fucking decimated online, because I had no idea what I was doing. But I also have really bad fundamentals for fighting games in general. So maybe that just comes down to learning it offline. I'm gonna try this. Can't really do that. I have to bounce off, hit it. If Strive's a good starting point, I guess I might as well. Gotta start somewhere, right? Damn stormy cloud. Those things are gonna give me trouble. I don't think I've gotten my red bar to fill once. Save that for the dinosaur. I could probably take 2 of its bolts out, its gems, with a scatter. To pre-plan. I have not played the new Ultrakill layer, but I might in a little bit. I can never get through this room. Is there anything less fun than an enemy that hides its weak spot behind its back? The shit in Isaac. The skulls with the brain at the back. Can't think of an enemy like this that is ever fun to fight. And there's not really a trick to it either. You just gotta counter its angle. Yeah, that'll do. Might as well get rid of that first. Just makes moving around way easier. Fuck. We're called. Yeah, I've got a Oculus Rift. I've played virtual reality, but it's like looking through a screen door. I haven't gotten any of the newer models, which I feel like have a higher resolution, higher FOV. I really want to try virtual reality with a nicer headset. Because I have a Rift, and it's middle of the line. It's alright, but it's a little old. The sensors aren't that great, because you just put them in front of you. There's not one behind, so it has blind spots. And I just haven't found that many good VR games. Like, VR games I really get invested in. It's all tech demos. You come here, you little fucking monoculus. Thanks for the sub, Sword Myth. Dino. Need the dino. I've died in this room a good 6 or 7 times, so I'm gonna try and make sure I don't again. Ooh, that was close. And as I say that, I lose my health. Do I think Gigantic will come back? I don't know how much I can say. I heard there's no promises of anything. I don't expect anything to happen, but it seems like the developers haven't abandoned the property per se. They're still keeping. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get a Gigantic 2, but it seems like they understand that there was an untapped market there. I think it's possible, like, next 5 years or so, they might do something with the property, whether it's reboot it or re-release it or something. But as it stands, I don't really expect anything. I'm not banking on it. I thought Project Stamina would be like the bastion to go to, but even that is now likely not going to happen, or at least going to be majorly set back. So all in all, not really. Not super hopeful. Optimistic, but not hopeful. Or no, hopeful, but not optimistic. Excuse me? That's amore. Looking for his weak spot. This can't be that hard, right? Oh, it's throwing shards at me. And I have to itch my nose. This should be interesting. Thanks, Dova. Proud of it. I think that actually is amore. That is, in fact, amore. How do I only have 2 shields? I don't know. Was I supposed to have more? I walked through the levels like normal. That's funny if I'm supposed to be more decked out, but I just missed shit. It's more challenge, I guess. This is a cool boss, damn. It's like a really complimentary gameplay. Well, excuse me? Yeah, I'm being told that I missed a bunch of really useful upgrades, so that's good to hear. Scope out this wormy boy. This is definitely me when I ultimate as Yormanger. Oh, you listened to the Red 2-6 album? I hope you had a good trip. I hope I can ride a dragon in Breath of the Wild too. This fight just reminded me of that. Like, it's gonna be an airborne game, so we can assume the dragons will return. I want to ride one. Got a little too frisky. I was trying to, like, spawn camp it. I don't know if there is a story to this game. You're Boomerang Man. And you solve boomerang-related crimes. Gotta remember the shards attacking too. Alright, I think I got it now. I know his attack patterns. Thanks, Lazy. Yeah, I'm proud of it. The vessel. Trying to bait all the crystals into one direction so I can pop them. Oh, oh. Twister! I think I take damage if I touch the fog too, so really stuck where I'm walking here. There it is. Give me your heart. I have not heard the Mercury Rev album, no. Last thing I listened to, I was re-listening to Odalisque by Sanglorians. Great album. It's almost like meditative. It's just like driving back from the dentist, listening to Clearer. And half that song is just like a church bell. But it's weirdly relaxing. Oh, fuck. Shit's tricky. Can't even tell where the shards are coming from now. know if there's a timer on this. Trying to be quick. Yeah, this is a final boss if I've ever seen one. Did you know that snakes drown in brine lakes underwater? How stupid do you have to be to drown underwater? I guess technically they don't drown, they just huff in the brine and it, like, basically shuts their brains down. It's literally like the lake from SpongeBob. Super interesting, by the way. There are certain fish that can swim in the lake, and they use it to stay cover from predators. But it's even cooler to just see a brine lake. Like, it's really pretty. Die, you non-Euclidean shape. I think that was Euclidean, but we won't tell anyone. Journey. The tie-in. This is where I am in my D&D campaign. We're in a desert about to, like, assassinate some bandits. Giant scorpion people. Dang! That's what I was thinking. Fork. His name is Fork. That was Boomerang X. Pretty short, about 4 hours of play for me. For someone who's not trash, about 2.5 hours maybe. I liked it. I wish that was longer. I'd play another 6 hours of that. I think it was $15. So 4 hours for $15. I mean, I'd pay about that much to see a movie. That's fair. I still wish it was a bit longer. I'd play more. If it gets DLC, I might get it. I doubt it though. But yeah, that's funny. There were shields in the game I could have collected that I didn't. That explains why it was so hard. Good game. Yeah, I got plenty of time. I got 5 free hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to Ultrakill. Tommy Boy and the remaining members of 3 the Hard Way. Ooh. I think that's the credits. Yeah, I liked it. Devolver generally makes fun games. They also generally make short games, so I knew what I was getting into. 100%. No extra content or anything. Whoa. Trying to go back. Yeah, looks like that's about it. Alright. Fun game. Good. Glad I played it. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment. Need to get Ultrakill open. While you wait, Here's a picture of an AI-generated image that I saw on Twitter. This was generated. This looks like genuine art. So in case you're wondering how far we are in the automation of visual arts, this is where we're at right now. I would frame that. Alright, I'm gonna need another moment just to update my Twitch, but Ultrakill is another boomer shooter, super fast, more grounded, but really fun, really interesting, unique weapons in this game. And I'm gonna play Layer 4, which got added about a week or so ago. So there's already like 3 stages that you can play. Separated by Axe, and Greed is one I have not played yet. But I actually need to step away for a moment, for like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. So I'm gonna play you a Red 2-6 song and be right back.
I ask you why, so I ask you
The good news is my mouth no longer feels like it's being tickled by a million ants. So, that tooth filling is worn off. Anyways, Layer 4, Greed. We're just gonna see what weapons I already got. 100,000 for Malicious. So these are the different guns. Revolver, shotgun, nail gun, rail cannon. My favorite is the marksman. You can shoot a coin. Gotta remember the buttons. Oh god, there's so many. It's like Doom Eternal where you just have a million mods. So you can like flip a coin and shoot it and it'll ricochet towards enemies. And I'm probably gonna spend the first minute or two just really remembering what the fuck I'm doing. Instant beam with a large explosion similar to a certain familiar face wipes out groups with enemies. I don't know who it reminds me of. I don't know if maybe it might have been a V2 mod. Cool. Let me know if the audio's okay. But this is pretty much what Ultrakill is. So they got Pepsi Man in this game. One of my favorite editions. My mic isn't muted. It might be quiet. but it's not muted. Oh yeah, there's a lot of like little tech to this game. I remember that I can like I'll try to show you. There's like some trick where you can like punch your own bullets to make them just blast like that. So here we have some biblically accurate angels. A dodecahedron with wings. That's just a cheap one-shot weapon. Not cheap, but when I use it, it is. Damn. It's been like a few weeks, maybe a few months since I've really played, so it's gonna be a lot I gotta get down again. Technically, biblically accurate angels have like a million eyes. That's just a circle with rings. But in my defense, an omnipotent being doesn't really need eyes in the first place, so I think I'm still correct. I haven't played Titanfall recently, but I have heard the news. I know that it's borderline unplayable, which is great to hear. Right after talking about how dead my favorite game is. Not dead. Plagued it is. Good to know my other one is lagging not far behind. Try not to get too reliant on the same attacks. Because the whole point of this game is constantly comboing a ton of stuff. There's a red arm and a blue arm. I think red arm does a shit ton of damage, but you can't parry with it. Then you have weapon mods, which is what, R or E. I tell you, the inclusion of the red arm is really going to throw me off. I'm trying to make myself use it so I get used to the combos. That's good. You can reflect a rail cannon shot on a bunch of coins. That, I don't even know how that would work. How would I Yeah, you're like, I'm on layer 4, man. You're on layer 38. Mentally. I don't know if I can keep up. The coins with the cannon? But do you mean like throw? You mean like, I don't even have time to try and figure this shit out. Throw a coin. What button is it? 5? 4? So, someone's trying to get me to toss a coin, flip to that. Oh. Like, why does that even exist? Who is playing this game and doing that? I love Hakita. Just because he would add something like that. So when you shoot the coin, it deflects the attack. You can shoot a coin, swap weapons, and deflect an even more powerful shot. But timing it is fucking crazy. Especially in a small room like this. Trying to see if I have any piercing shots. The game also has a lot of puzzle, well, not puzzle elements, but like you'll have to pick up a blue skull and find the right podium to put it on. I'm not sure if there's any in this level. I will find out soon. But there's a bit of that too. I was trying to parry the stone mask of Aja. Just bounces off. I don't have to clear this area, but I'm kind of feel like I should. We're not worth the effort. Okay, I see something up there. That's what I wanted to investigate. That's the that Egyptian eye, Farah's tattoo. I don't remember. There's like an actual Egyptian significance to this, but I can't recall it. I don't think it's related to the triangle. The Eye of Horus. Yeah, that's it. I don't know anything about Horus other than his moveset in Smite. Of which he is one of the coolest healers in any video game ever. He can fly to teammates to heal them, and he just runs around swinging his wings. But I don't know shit about the actual historical Horus. What's the point of this area? Why does all of this area exist? Yeah, I see something on the roof, but I'm trying to find a way up. I can't get up there. If I can get there, I can probably get there. It's a wall bounce, but it's not enough to reach that. Maybe I gotta go over there somehow. That did it. Thanks, Fario. If you ground pound and jump, you get way more height. Enough to clear that gap. Still don't totally know why I came up here. Fuck! No! I feel like more games need to let you intentionally run around on top of the level. Necropolis did that, and I loved it, because you could just skip entire segments. I like that they're letting you do it here, but there's not really a point. There's nothing around here. And the red eye did something, I don't remember what. So now... Go in here. Just call me BJ motherfucking Blazkowicz. For those who don't know, in Quake Champions, BJ Blazkowicz's ultimate allows him to dual-wield his abilities. BJ Blazkowicz being the protagonist of the Quake series. Or was it Wolfenstein? One of those. It was Wolfenstein. They're all the same game. I only know him from Quake Champions. And he's actually pretty fucking fun in that game. I miss Quake Champions. It's still around, I guess, but I don't know. There's nothing bad I can really outwardly say about Quake Champions other than it's just weird. Like, they tried to introduce a class-based formula onto the Quake formula, and they improved it a bit. Like, the game used to have really different health and shield pools, which made it not so fun, but they evened everyone out, so their health and shields are relatively close, if not identical. But it's... I guess I just like team games more. I like video games where it's 4v4 with objectives. When it's just straight deathmatch, the class stuff gets a little lost on me. Also, yeah, queue times are insane. I can't, every time I reload, I can't see anything. Glad I used that on a grunt. What would be my gimmick for a fast-paced game? I've already discussed it before. If I could make an FPS game, it would be a core pro-bending shooter. It wouldn't be guns, you would be bending elements. And the objective would be to knock your enemy off their side of the map. So it would be sort of Smash rules. It wouldn't be killed. Yeah, it would maybe be percentage-based. Avatar Smash. I mean, I'm gonna get that either way. Once the Nick game comes out, I'll be a Korra main. But I still want, like, a first-person game designed around it. I think it could work. And you could come up with other concepts. Maybe you could have, like, a objective-based mode, like a control point, but that's just the elevator pitch. I feel like I need to up my FOV just for this room. Like, I can't see past my own guns. I'm gonna see if this helps. Just simpler explosions. And FOV. Okay, this is fun. I think dual wielding lasts the entire room. But it's really hard to aim. You still have to aim it sort of above where they're standing. That shit right there, the holy beam, Furia's E, that I gotta worry about. Oh, there is a literal meter in front of my screen, in the middle of it, telling me how long dual wielding lasts. That should help. God damn. It's cool since I throw out 2 coins and clear a lot more enemies. I'm gonna save that for Dodgeball Joe. It blocks my HUD. I can't even tell the charge on my gun because it covers the lightning rod. Oh, that's great. I need to use explosions. Thought I was dead. Room cleared. Wow, that was tough. Felt like I was playing a Doom 2016 level on Adderall. Glad to see 38 anime emotes when I look back at my chat. Thanks. Oh, you can switch between everything. Mods, weapons, you can combo them, you can change arms. Ridiculous. Weapons, 55. Yeah. Ow, my eyes. Fuck, at least warn me. Is there a brightness option? Oh, I can change my colors. That's cool. What you doing up there? On my way to find Dio. I can do a better E-chip choke. On my way to collect Exodia. Do you think deserts are real? Or is that just one of those obscure fantasy settings? I saw some video, so there's like a lot of speculation on how the Pyramid of Giza was built, because there's a lot of logic of like, how would they have moved stone up that high? And I saw some guy in his backyard trying to prove how they did it by hoisting stone to be standing upward, so it would be like a long rectangle. And I don't know how to explain it. You would have like a little balance beam that he would add boards under, so that he could sort of push over the block like a domino to fall onto it. And he essentially made the brick fall upwards. It's mind-boggling to try and explain. The fact that we have to do that kind of mental gymnastics to even explain how they made the pyramid. Like, I am cool with just saying it's aliens and just calling it a day. Why has there got to be a bigger explanation? Why do we have to science it? That or slave labor. One of the two. I believe it was John Hancock. I was listening to a bunch of his interviews. This isn't... It's not totally related to the pyramids, but he found this site of, like, these buildings of an advanced civilization from, like, 10,000 years ago just buried under rubble. And the architecture of this 10,000-year-old village was way more complex than what we thought they had 10,000 years ago. And a lot of modern archaeologists don't like talking about it, this little place. What's the name of it? It was something weird, but like this 10,000-year-old just town. And the working theory is that humanity has gotten set back on multiple occasions. Like, we've had technology and then lost it because, you know, towns were just overrun with floods or natural disasters destroyed the people that came up with it. Göbekli Tepe, that was the name of it. Just found this old civilization called Göbekli Tepe. And he's been, like, spending his life trying to get architectures to sort of acknowledge its existence, because it puts this giant hole in the history of humanity. Like, no, we didn't have that kind of stuff until 4,000 years later. Well, what if it existed 4,000 years prior? How does that change human history? Just a fun fact. So this is one of those blue skulls. They turn into a puzzle. Oops. And for context, like, the architecture I'm talking about is the buildings, the materials the buildings were made of. I think they just found random utensils and tools in houses that they didn't know existed at that time. Stuff like that. So I gotta go find where to stick this blue skull. I'm gonna one-shot myself. What's the point of that weapon? Why charge it if it's just gonna kill you? I guess you can get the health back, theoretically. I love the theories of aliens in Egypt, even if they're they're in all likelihood nothing. There are theories that like aliens came to Earth and sort of mind-controlled humans to build the pyramids and find gold, just like dig for gold, or just like useful materials that the aliens wanted. Theory doesn't make sense because why wouldn't they take everything? Why wouldn't they make it more obvious they came? But it's fun to hear about. Because the argument is like, how could humans be so structured back then? When in reality, it's just everyone was desperate for a leader, and someone came along, put on a fancy hat, and said, build me a monument. And they were all either like, fuck it, sure. Or they said no, and then they were physically harmed until they agreed to. Either way, that's how we got the Big Ben. Apparently. Pyros. One of the most interesting theories to me. There's kind of like multiple theories wrapped into one here. The theory is aliens aren't a physical entity, and they can visit you consciously through psychedelics. So if you drop acid or mushrooms, in a way you're interfacing with aliens. And the secondary theory is the existence of humanity was predicated on people taking those substances, getting sort of general, I don't know, advice from aliens, from drugs, and deciding, you know what, fuck living in the trees. I'm gonna climb down and build a giant-ass pyramid. Because my drugs told me to. Fucking nutty. I don't really ascribe to that theory. I think human consciousness is just a very malleable thing. When you take drugs, you sort of unbind the structure of it, and it becomes unstructured and super fluid. I don't think it's aliens. I don't think it's God. But I've definitely had moments, not on drugs, but I've had those dreams. Is an interesting boss. Have you ever had those dreams where you interact with like a person or a thing and you can't explain how it feels like a different thing from yourself? Like, you know it's your dream, it's in your head, but it feels like the thing you're talking to is a third party. It's something else. Stuff like that is what makes me wonder, like, is consciousness more than just your brain simulating scenarios? Like, is there an outside force that can sort of beam itself in? Probably not. Probably just brains are really good actors. Still, you have to wonder, like, why does it feel so real when it happens? Nice tidy whiteys. meant to save the last one for a lightning shot. Damn. Wait, Sisyphus! I just realized it's the Sisyphus boss. Pushing a stone up the hill, and if it rolls back down, whoa, Sisyphus, it rolls back down. It's that. It's a Weezer reference. This boss is a Weezer reference. Sisyphus is actually like a pretty kind of insightful metaphor for life. A lot of times it can feel like you're pushing a rock up a hill and it just keeps rolling back down. And what's the point of pushing the rock back up if you know it's going to roll down? But Sisyphus, against all odds, has learned to just enjoy his life of pushing the rock up the hill. Wakes up, pulls that rock, and goes to bed. Which we all essentially do, go into school and work. Go, you know, you're doing the same thing every day, more or less. Rock's gonna roll down, and you gotta learn something new. Missed the last coin. Could have done it. Why did my Weezer obsession last into my 20s? I'm just a very simple person, I guess. I found that as I get older, I kind of relate to them more, awkwardly speaking. I mean, they wrote it when they were in their 20s. Like, the Blue Album, Rivers was like 24 or 25, I think. So I'm kind of at the point in life where I understand more.
Like, I understand Weezer more than you do.
I can still relate to a lot of the stuff about, you know, having to find your meaning, not really finding, you know, the love of your life you thought you would have by now. It's still relatable. Torch. I feel like I need to light something else. But my hand's just on fire now. Yeah, punching it should have been obvious. I was talking about Weezer, so I stopped thinking. So this is what I really love about this game. When they do these levels that have a gimmick that doesn't impede on the gameplay itself. Like, it kind of adds on to it. Like, you're in an Egyptian pyramid lighting torches to move forward. Really... it's a unique sort of twist on what they're already doing. Makes the level feel very different. God, I fucking love Akita. And the other devs. What is... Male beauty standards. This is a real puzzle. I'm not on the highest FOV. It gets a little nauseating after a certain point. I mean, I'm of the opinion every game needs at least 100 FOV. I would go as far to say allow up to 120, even though I'll probably never use it that high. Yeah, I assume Hakita did the bulk of work, but I don't want to throw any other devs under the bus. I know that some of the models he had outsourced by his buddies or friends. I think the Sisyphus model was made by someone else. So stuff like that, credit where it's due. Damn it, I keep switching to that. Who's hiding? And what the fuck is happening with this ragdoll? I'm honestly glad that the dodgeball guys came back as a regular enemy. They were one of my favorite enemies in general. When I played the first demo, it was like one of my favorite bosses. Because it's fun to fight. But it definitely works as a normal encounter. And I don't mind because this game has, like, it adds more content. It doesn't just use that as an excuse to not make more enemies. A lot of games do that, where they make 15 enemies and then you see them for the next 30 minutes, or for the next 4 hours. But Ultrakill is just non-stop. More content. Very distracting wands. You know why they made ancient pyramids? I mean, there are a lot of reasons, but the one I know the most is it was supposed to be a spot for, like, the kings to pass on to the afterlife. So they would be put in a coffin or a tomb inside the pyramid, and they would wake up in the afterlife in that room, and it would be sort of the... It would be like the spawn point for their next life, essentially. Yeah, it's a respawn beacon for King Tut. Which is why they have all these etchings inside of it. Why they make them so grand, because, like, the bigger your pyramid, the more important you were. Which makes it even funnier when people eventually just went in and looted them. Eat the rich. Never been in a pyramid this large, though. What's up, Happy? Half asleep? Do you think on like one of the rocks in the pyramid is like one of the workers just etched in a cock? Like if you just climb halfway up Giza and pull out one of the rocks, there's just like 30 cocks etched in by someone who just wanted to do a little trolling. Because I feel like if you were going to force me to build a pyramid, I would at least have a little fun with it. Just food for thought. Or like their initials or something. I wonder if there's an Egyptian hieroglyphic for penis. There has to be. I wonder what it looks like. Yeah, Ultrakill will definitely be brought up in a video. The thing I'm working on right now, in all likelihood, might end up including it. I'm not, like, totally locked in yet on the script or anything, but I'm pretty sure I will have a video giving more concise opinions on it. I enjoy streaming it because I can get sort of real-time thoughts, but there's definitely a lot I want to say in more prepared fashion. What the fuck? I think I just air jumped off of his attack. Is that a bar of soap? I don't even know how I got up there. Pick it up. I'll see if I can get up there again. I didn't think I could interact with it. Thanks, Talking Llama, for the sub. Fuck. I can't do it now. I was trying to do a charge-up attack, but I'm 15 HP. I need to heal. I need to punches or something. I need to get like reflex. Looking for you. Guess I'm not getting to the soap. Kinda need it too. Can't. Unless. Worth the shot. D. S. 84K. Looks like I got everything else. This should be interesting. I hope it's someone screaming about Gabriel. Those are my favorite parts of the game. Hot sand. Or V3. A green V. What happened to my double jump? Double dash. Clad de Soleil. Oh, it's you. Okay. Oh, I've got my own cyber grind to conquer, don't you worry. I found you, faker! God damn, Mecha Virgil. You don't fuck around. My best run yet. I gotta think. So I can Lightning Blast, then I swap to Green Needles, then I charge up, go for Red Punch. I feel like I need to try and incorporate some parries, but it's really tough because he does not hold back. Alright, gonna use my Brainstorm here. Eat this fucking knuckle sandwich. Damn, I want his chassis. This seems to be a lot more sturdy than mine. Nope, nope, do not use that. it. For me, that is. This is the greatest video game I've ever played. It's not even a contest. It's... It's not even fair. The Game Awards is purely performative. It's to appease other developers who don't understand. The Steam Awards is a sham. To make them feel better. The sack. Is that it? That can't be it. Right? Layer 5. That's it. It ends on... Oh, that's such a fucking tease. He gives you the grapple. And now you gotta wait for layer 5. Oh, I hate you. Can I go back and try the grapple on previous levels? Yeah, I can. Damn. I love you, Hakita. I don't say it enough, but I really do. So it's a movement ability and a combat tool. And a fun one at that. Wow. I don't think I need to, like, sell anyone on this game at this point. Like, it speaks for itself. Gonna play with this for another minute. Damn. That is such a cock tease that I can't even play the next level yet. But I get it. That's honestly perfect. Ultrakill is one of those games you don't have to worry about, if I play the released demo, will I not need to play the full game? Because, like, I've already played all of it. No, it's the gift that keeps on giving. No, this is not the full game. It's still in development. Right now, it seems like he's releasing it layer by layer. And maybe, like... Maybe near the end, he might just do, like, a bulk release. I don't know if he's gonna do it layer by layer up until its release. Either... Whatever he does, I'm down for it. I'm here for it. Are there any secrets? Does anyone know if there are secrets on these levels that I've missed? Secret... Oh, wait. Secret mission. I played the secret missions of Layer 1 and 2. Don't think there's anything on 3 to begin with. Big secret in 4-3. I actually, yeah, I did. I need to get up to the soap, don't I? I feel like there's probably something up there. The secret mission isn't out. Alright. Well, I'm gonna try and see anything that's left. Anyone that knows where the secret is, let's play hot and cold in chat. If I seem like I'm getting cold or hot, just let me know. I'm gonna assume it's in the soap room, but otherwise I'm gonna need a pointer. Soap room is cold? No. You don't have to worry too much about it now. Like, this is a puzzle area. Once I get out of it, maybe hot and cold. I want to grapple, but I can't see anything. Hot? If it's this secret, I've already gotten it. The, blue orb. Hot. Hot. Super hot. Boom. That was a tight one. Damn. Thanks, Chonky. Alright, 2 down. Now, try and get to the soap room. Oh, not there. Thanks, Arnold. Okay, what am I looking for? The progression point. Looks like this place is a maze or something. Ding. I thought of standing on the pillars, but I was worried it might kill me. Oh. I don't know if that counts as a secret. I mean, I guess it's more of just like a hidden level tool. I mean, yeah, I guess it counts as a secret. I didn't find it first try. Who's this funky dude? Get fucked. This is insanity. You can dual wield with a power up, but it has a timer that runs out. And you can't do it freely. You have to find the dual wield token. Yeah, I finished Boomerang X a little earlier. Praetor. This is definitely something. Crack? I'm gonna say crack. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not seeing an indentation though. No crack, no crack, no crack. Crack. Ow. Fuck you. I do what I want. Oh look. Thing. King Toot coming. Toot and coming. Need to go find the blue skull though. Oh, I think I saw one of these. These are content content creators. I recognize Vinny Vine Sauce. Don't know what that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. But pink hair, don't know who they are. Don't know who they are. Maybe Markiplier? Maybe. And then Vinny over here. And that's all I got. Cool. I need to go find the blue skull. Wait, hot? What do you mean hot? Is there more? I don't even remember where the blue skull is the problem. I saw it? Oh wait, is it in here? Oh shit. I thought that was just decorative. Oops. I don't know how to grab it. Put the torch away? I don't... I have no idea how. I'm trying, guys. I really am. I think I have to backtrack. Oh, I'm like the first one? Okay. Akita is a mastermind. Alright, let's see if I got my cardinal directions down. Make my way back. Wonder who that is.
Finally, our waiting
I
puzzle
recognize
is
this
over.
one.
What?
Mandalore Gaming.
Full auto.
Friend of a friend.
Full auto. Full auto.
I'm just a friend of a friend.
Full auto. Through the magic of the druid, I increase my speed. Full auto. Full auto.
Man, how badass do you have to be to get your own secret boss fight in a video game?
Feel my maximum speed. Full auto.
And still die to Funk on the first try. That's the really embarrassing part. Held my tongue.
Why are we in the past? Full auto.
Full auto.
Full auto.
It works.
Full auto.
You can grapple them.
Full auto.
Full auto.
Full auto.
Forearms.
Full auto.
Yeah. The boss is Mandalore Gaming, YouTube reviewer.
Full auto. Full auto.
Jesus.
Full auto. Feel my maximum speed.
I hope this boss fight isn't as long as his videos.
Full auto. Use the salt. I'm reaching. Full auto. Full auto. Full auto. Full auto.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that on Twitter. Mandalore gave Hakita a bunch of direct feedback early on in the game's development, and really helped him figure out the foundation of the game, which is how he ended up getting a full boss fight. Damn. Yeah, that's a big secret. I'm glad I came back to see this. Boom, boom, boom. And then, the rest of the wacky cast of YouTubers dead around here. I like how obviously out of place this hair is. And apparently the skull works as a torch. Good. Ow. It's a beanie? Oh, I thought it was like hair. I got places to be. I'm gonna assume this is the secret, the final secret of the area. Oh yeah, this is it. Almost. trying to rocket jump off of him. I'm so glad that I found this game, that this game exists. I mean, I would have found it eventually, but I'm happy I get to see it as it develops into, like, what it is. Like, seeing the grapple get added. I'm being told I missed the secret. So, let's play hot and cold. You can tell me what the soap does. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to use it anyways. Hey, Mark. You alright, buddy? Feeling a little down? It's an insta-kill, I'm being told. Yeah, soap does kill 99.9% of germs, so see it being super effective. Something tells me it's this door. Hey, I don't even know what those are. I guess that's just like a secret orb. Collect them. Did I find it? I still feel like I'm looking. Okay, cool. I think that's got to be everything, right? Got the big bad secret boss. Nice. And there is a secret level that's yet to be released. So I'll have to wait on that one. Oh, I could put the soap on the pedestal. I might have been able to rocket jump up, but I didn't try. Dab. Oh well. God, this is a fucking fun game. Highly recommended to anyone. Even if you've just watched gameplay of it, this is a game like you gotta feel in your own hands to really appreciate. With that said, looks like I'm finished with it. I mean, I could play violent, I guess, but I don't really feel a need to try and beat it again. I've gotten like I feel like almost every secret in the game. Not every. No, I'm pretty lacking, but I'm not gonna sit here and play that. There are, well, I think I'll do that for another day. Like I'll sit down and I can run through the actual like remaining secrets. But for now, I'm just gonna end the stream here because I've been playing a couple hours. I got D&D in a bit, so I'm gonna go make myself a dinner, get ready. But thank you to anyone that subbed, stopped by, talked, helped me find secrets. I'm not sure when my next stream will be. If I'm gonna do one, might be, I mean, we'll see if I stream tomorrow. I want to try and focus on videos, but based on the video I'm making, I might end up streaming just to gather footage. We'll see. Either way, you'll probably see me in the next week. Bye-bye.